What is up, YouTube fragrance family and scent lovers everywhere? Hope you're doing great. This is my channel. I am your host, Stevan Sturgil. You can call me Steve. Today, guys, we're looking at a gem. I've got the throwback cheapie hat on. Well, not necessarily throwback, but I've got the... When I reverse my cap, it means I'm reviewing a cheapie. What cheapie is it? Not a bad one. Acqua Essenziale, blue, Salvatorre Ferragamo. For $26.99 at Marshall's. Guys, this is currently still available online for $60. And I believe at one point in 2014, early 2015 as well, I believe the suggested full MSRP, manufacturer suggested retail price, on this was as high as $70 to $75. And the larger big boy model, the 100 mil, I think was suggested retail was around 100, if I'm not mistaken. That one is going for currently 80 on some websites, really good websites like major department stores. And this one is still going for 60. So for less than half of current retail, I'm getting the mid-size model, the 1.7 or 50 milliliters model. Open her up. Gorgeous color of blue. Obviously signifying that this is an aquatic themed. You got your little Don't want to get too bored down or bogged down with that. Let's move on. Let's unbox this bad boy. Bam. Gorgeous, gorgeous juice. We've got the beautiful mirror finish chrome. That was the back, of course. This is the front. Acqua Essenziale Blu d'Italia. So was this in fact made in Italy? I'm not sure. Yes, it was. Made in Firenze. That's nice. So this is absolutely real Italian eau de toilette or cologne. Now, some interesting factoids about this fragrance before we get into the actual scent review. Let me read this little thing off this article here on, I found this on godubai.com, City Life, blah, 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 something press release. So I'm not going to read the whole thing, but under the fragrance portion, it says, inspired by the natural impulse of water and the authenticity of Salvatorre Ferragamo's style, Acqua Essenziale Blu explores new sensorial dimensions. The spicy vibrations of green cardamom embrace the energy of grapefruit, together with the freshness of bergamot to create intense and delicate top notes. In the heart notes, a surprising twist of a cutting-edge molecule, the cascalone, joins the boisé perfume of the cedarwood atlas and the smoky leather notes of cypriol, further enhanced by a powerful scent of lavender. The dry-down note is a distinctively intense essence, thanks to the sensual scent of benzoin and warm notes of ambrox or ambroxan. It is classified as an oriental fougere, and the nose is one of my all-time favorites, hopefully one of your favorites, Alberto Morillas, from the company or house of Firmenich or Firmenich. This is supposed to conjure up, images of the ocean and the contemporary young man, the go-getter, the lifestyle, sort of a jet setter, or maybe a very individualistic type individual who may or may not be involved in nature type activities, surfing, kayaking, mountain trails, bike trails, jogging, mountain climbing, whatever, tennis, racquetball, golf, whatever. It's also considered kind of a really good active scent, a scent of the night, a date scent, safe to wear at work, certainly. And like many blues, they kind of share a certain similarity at their base. In general, I'm saying in general. I'm not at all suggesting that they smell identical. They certainly do not. Now, moving on, I did want to also point out, let's talk about what is actually all up in here. So this dropped in 2014. I think I already made that clearer, but so it says here, inspired by seawater aromas, waves and nature, fine blend of citruses, aromatic herbs, hot resins, and precious wood. It was the successor to the previous year's edition of Acqua Essenziale, which also is a blue juice, but it's much lighter. And so I think it's sort of a not quite as aquatic type scent, not quite as noir as this one. I'm not sure. I haven't smelled that frag, so hopefully I get my nose in. I can do a comparison to some extent. So this has some accords of green cardamom, along with some, again, citrus zest, which is basically Calabrian bergamot and lemon. And then you have the paradisone molecules, which are said to be 20 times stronger than hedione molecules, leaving that intoxicating, supposedly floral scent that wafts and fills an entire room. I don't know about all of that. We'll see. And again, it has Atlas cedar, lavender, cypriol, and cascalone. Benzoin, tonka. I didn't know it had tonka. It does have tonka in it, ambroxan. And a word on ambroxan, because I know a lot of you guys watch Steven, my man from Red Adolescence. Fantastic channel, fantastic guy. Along with Carlos from BFL. On and on and on. Max 40, Big Beard Business, Imitsu from Simply Put Scents. My man Joy Amin out of Bangladesh, love you guy, and just on and on and on. I'm sure I'm leaving so many out. The guy from from Gent Scents and A Gentleman's Journey. Those two guys, I know their names. I cannot think of it off the hand. I think Sebastian's one of them. And anyways, I'm getting off track. There's too many guys to give proper shout outs to. I apologize, but what was I getting at? Well. Yes, ambroxan. So, ambroxan actually, and I got into learning about ambroxan thanks mainly to Steven for Red Adolescence, but a lot of the other guys talk about it as well, to some extent. Not as much as Steven does, so that's why I'm mainly throwing him out there. Thank you. Ambroxan is a synthetic alternative to ambergris, or ambergris, which is a product of sperm whales. And they pretty much form it like in their mouth or in their digestive tract to protect them from certain types of fish that they eat. You may be asking, why in the world would old-timey perfumers from yesterday have used such a product? Well, because it's a fantastic fixative, and it lasts and lasts and lasts. And so if you put something in there that you want to effuse and to give off an aroma, an aromatic smell, to be smellable actively for a long period of time, fixatives are the order of the day. Now, there are a lot of fixatives, so we could get into the fact that different fixatives do have a little bit of their own smell, but that's neither here nor there. The important thing to keep in mind here is that there is no real ambergris in here. There is only the ambroxan, which is a fantastic modern-day synthetic alternative. Having said that, so what am I expecting from this fragrance? I'm expecting, obviously, a citrusy top note opening. I'm expecting some of the lavender and cedarwood to come in the middle. And in the base, that amber should amp it up, along with, those other elements of, where was I? I lost my track. I didn't. And one last thing, I forgot to say that patchouli is in the base. I was not expecting that. And again, there is cypriol and cascalone in the heart. And finally, in the base, we get benzoin, tonka, and ambroxan, and patchouli again. So, having said that, one last thing. This has been compared actively to Bleu de Chanel, and also Versace's, is it Eros, I believe? One of those. I may be saying the wrong thing. No, Dylan Blue, pardon me. Versace's Dylan Blue. There are quite a few online reviewers that think there's quite a bit of similarity. Not that they say they're identical, they're certainly not. But there are some distinctive similarities between Bleu de Chanel and Dylan Blue. So, sorry for the long ramble. It's late. I'm losing a little bit of my train of thought, but let's get into this bad boy and wrap it up. Now, most of these have very decent blasters. just going to go a little bit crazy. This is my last review for the day, so I don't really care. Okay, here we go. Well, it's nice, guys, but I'm telling you, my biggest pet peeve with blues of anything is that they smell so generic and similar. And this is really no different. It's very nice for a blue. It's very well done. I'm getting some of that citrusy. I'm getting some of that smooth, cool, ambroxan smell, along with, I don't know, amber, a little bit of the floral, certainly. Just a hint of grapefruit, I guess, but I don't know. It's a nice scent, and it's typical of most blues. I hate to say that. I love the House of Ferragamo. Anyone that out there that remotely knows me or my reviews knows that I love Ferragamos. Look, guys, I don't know what else to tell you. It's a good scent. It's a nice, smooth blue, typical freshie. Smells high quality. It's nice for what it is, but is it groundbreaking? Hell to the no. Is this a signature scent? Hell to the no. But is it worth $26? Hell yes, it is. So if you want something maybe that just a casual, sporty cologne, and go play a round of tennis, or after a workout, or during your workout, or just between more serious frags to save money, this will easily get the job done. Up to you. It's your call. For $26, fantastic bottle of sporty, typical blue. Finely done, I may add, but just not worth delineating the notes in there. They're not that clear. It's smooth. It's fresh. It's light. It's typical blue, And all the houses do blues well. I don't know anyone that does a poor blue. Let me know if you find one. They're just sort of all generic to me. I'm not trying to sound offensive. That's my take on it, guys. I can't tell you anything different. If you're looking for a good blue, this is a good blue. It's a very good blue, but it's a blue. And at the end of the day, it's just never going to be a signature scent. It's never going to remotely touch anything niche. And it is what it is. It's a nice little alternative, relaxed vibe type scent. Similar, I hate to say it, to a lot of the Axe and more modern Old Spice body sprays. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. I think those are well done for what they are. But I mean, this smells nice. That's all I can say. It smells nice, but it's not something I would go goo goo gaga for. And I can't strongly recommend it at all unless, again, it fits your perfect need to have sort of a casual, sporty blue in your lineup. If you do, this is a great choice. Again, I got this at a Ross or Marshalls, for $26. So not at all a bad purchase. It's a good scent for what it is. I'm going to wrap it up, guys. I've already gone longer than I intended. See you next time. Thanks for tuning in and joining in on this other episode of a cheapie review. Spray often, spray well, live life on your terms, not someone else's. Love you guys. Peace. I'm out.